All right, everybody, we're here at Celebrity Boxing. Here's another boxing legend. We saw Roy Jones Jr. Here we have Vito Antuofermo. What's up, Vito? How's everything?
Good. This is great thing. I wish you guys have more boxing too. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I mean, all my good friends over here tonight. I'm from Brooklyn, you know. But I came here tonight because they invited me. Yeah, I had to come.
We also know you're from Bari in Iran.
Come?
See that Bari?
Sono da Palo del Colle.
Palo del Colle.
It's a town just outside of Bari, about 20 minutes from Bari. And I was born there. I came here when I was 16 years old in 1970. I came in 1970. I went right into the Golden Gloves. Won the gloves 1970 and 71. I went back to Italy. I was fighting over there. I won the Italian championship. And I won the European championship. Then I won the world title. All in Italy.
You were a beast. I saw some of your fights, and I got to say, you were just that guy that nobody wanted to fight.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yes,
I was I was always fighting inside. Yeah, I was not a boxer. Yeah. Either you want to fight with me or you want to jump out of the ring.
Yeah. Now, what made you get into starting boxing?
Well, really, it was nothing. When I first came from Italy, 1968, at 14 years old, I was, I couldn't speak English, and I was in the neighborhood with a lot of Irish there, And of course, trying to learn English. A lot of kids used to make fun of me. And before you know, one night, I beat the shit out of this kid, and they called the cops. The cops came in, and they locked me up and the kid. So the cops said to both of us, listen, you guys do this every night. We're going to take you to the ring tonight. You're going to fight over there. The guy said, no. So he says to me, you want to go? Yeah. So enough, they bring me to a PAL gym on Snyder Avenue and Flatbush Avenue. There's a 68 precinct over there. So enough, we walked into this little room, and the cop says to the guy, Joe LaGuardia, Joe, see if you can make a fight of this kid. He's always fighting in the street. Couldn't speak English. It was 1969. I was only here for 6 months before that.
I was born,
Wow.
1960.
Well, I was 16 years old. So I'm 16 years old. But anyway, so Joe LaGuardia, he was the trainer over there. He says, kid, you want to fight? I says, yeah, I just finished fighting. But I thought it was the same thing. Sure enough, he puts me with a guy that I know how to fight. You don't know how to fight. I said, kick the guy, grab his head. That's the only way I know how to fight. Sure enough, the guy beats the shit out of me because he had experience. So the next day I went back. When I went back the next day, the trainer that put in, he was very surprised because usually you get a kid off the street and the first time in the gym you beat him up, he ain't going to come back. It's like a kid calling himself on the fire. He won't touch it again. Sure enough, I went back the next day, and the trainer, this guy named Joe LaGuardia, took good care of me. Sure enough, 6 months later, 1970, I won the Golden Gloves. As you see this.
That's amazing.
And I won the 70 and 71. Then I was going to wait for 1972 for the Olympics at the time. And at the time I had no job. One night I went to see a professional boxer, and they asked me if I wanted to fight because there were guys missing, fighters missing. So I said, how much am I going to make? She said, $100. $100. Took me 2 weeks to make it. 1969. Took me 2 weeks to make $200. That's fair. I fought. They put me in. I won the fight, and now I realized that I could not go into the Golden Gloves again because I turned professional. And then on, I went back to Italy to fight. I won the Italian championship, won the European championship, and I won the world title.
The legend was born, and the legend...
Well, most of the time I fought after God.
Where's Mike? Mike might want to ask you a few questions.
Well, I just want to mention you're, of course, very well respected, not only in the Italian boxing community and a boxing community all over the world, but very proud to know you were born from Puglia region of Italy, Italia, and then...
Bari, Puglia.
Bari, proprio direttamente Bari. Well, I have a wonderful story was shared with me. My uncle Quintino shared that when you were in Italy, my uncle, his brother, and my mother's brother, Tullio, drove you to a fight in Milano. That's what my understanding.
Oh, wow. This was, of course, I fought in Milan in 1974, 75, and 76. So I don't know which one.
I don't know exactly what time, but it was one time when you're there in the north. So we have a connection, heart to heart, okay? And I think
Ma tu si baresi.
io non so barese, io c'ho la famiglia barese, io sono napolitano, Napoli.
Napolitana, attenzione napolitana.
Attenzione. So at this moment, we're going to do a blessing for you, for celebrity boxing and the world. Un azzo, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, azzo!